like I had something to do with it. On the dead homies, whatever they got going on is what they got going on. Cuz on 6 Durk said the same thing in his interview. Who knew his homeboy was wearing a wire? This is Jay Reed and every kid. You niggas gotta.
Okay. Very, 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 very interesting. Okay. Now, a few interesting things where people are digging up like old interviews is surfaced. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but people are believing that the person who's cooperating this guy is this guy named OTF Jam. Now, from what I've spoken to a lot of people, they said that they have internal sources within OTF that's been saying this already, that they feel like this guy's the guy who's cooperating. And, nobody's heard anything about him ever since then. I don't know if he's free. I don't know if he's locked up. It's kind of odd. He apparently did 12 years in jail. He got out, caught a gun charge, but who knows what the hell happened. By the way, we don't know if he's co-conspirator 2, which that would be an OTF person as well, right? So OTF person is 2. I forgot who 5 is, but I have it here somewhere. Anyway, interesting. Now, there's a whole interview with him where people are like, they feel like this is the ultimate betrayal of Durk, OTF Jam, because it was reportedly said that OTF Jam essentially was given like some money by Durk when he got out of jail. And I think Durk even rapped about, giving $50,000 to OTF Jam because he held it down. Anyway, this is an interview we did. Check this out.
Yeah, this ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know Durk was rapping. We had that. We came out that loud lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, like before y'all never even heard of that. Like, this was shit in our parties, like personal shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's bro. You know what I'm saying? My whole time in jail, that stayed, bro. Like before the money, you know what I'm saying? That was bro. Like I remember when the money wasn't there. First I'm gonna say you 50, I got you and I
still do that.
Gave my lawyer money and everything when I'm fighting my case.
I ain't gonna lie, Durk come through.
All that, like
Durk come through with that.
That's sure. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say like. Sure. I know I'm a real witness. Like
a lot of niggas can't say anything.
Like my whole time in jail, I was straight.
That's what's up. What's up? Like he was one of the main motherfuckers that held you down your whole bid.
Hell yeah. A lot of the guys did, but hell yeah, he was.
I hood like that though. Yeah. I hood like that. No, you go back to her. Everybody get taken care of.
Everybody get taken care of. For sure.
No gang shit, none of that shit. It's like some family shit.
Right.
My brother locked up.
Yeah, we always came together and made sure the guys were straight, right? Yeah. Shit, this before
he
I was going
rich.
to Adi home and all type of shit.
Now, what's very interesting is that what we learned about Durk a bit is that as much as some of y'all might not want to admit it, Von was such a huge influence on Durk. Even in his rapping style changing, him saying names a little bit more and being a little bit more really direct in music. But, the whole Chicago looked at, I don't know if y'all remember this, King Von, 100,000. He went to the hood and gave out 100,000. And a lot of people are like, yo, this is not even the richest guy, but he's, he showed up to the hood and he's giving money out to everybody.
Where my little strainer at? What you talking about?
I'm gonna stop testing shit up. I get y'all shit. Many of the guys.
Charles, what you got up, boy?
We hit your ass out of here,
man. So essentially, Von gave out like 100,000, in O Block, and people are like, "Yo, that's like really how you take kids." You know what I'm saying?
I'm back on that corner. I'm hustling.
Yeah. So people were really, giving him props about that, and I'm not saying that he started influencing Durk to give out money or whatever the case is, because Durk, from what I've heard, has always paid the bail and always held it down for the dudes he rocks with. When he would hold it down for them with a lawyer, bail, he's always did that, right? But, some people feel like that was a little bit influential for Durk. And Durk was, you know what I mean, a little bit more hospitable and would give things to, you know, some of the guys who came home, put them on their feet real quick, you know?
That shit was mandatory, like, hell yeah, bro, like, played this part for sure, like, overplayed it. I love bro for that. Can't, that shit forever.
Yeah. Yeah, cause he's super solid, bro. Like a lot of niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? He said, Jam get out that jam or give him 50, he ain't gotta ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta ask shit, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, Jam get out that jam or give him 50, he ain't gotta ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta ask shit, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Fact?
More than that.
Ooh, you said more than that.
He gotta ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta ask shit, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Fact?
More than that. More than that. Shit.
But shit, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, we ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight, like he's saying, gotta ask again, you know, like shit. Crib, car, all that. Being able to take care of anything I need to take care of, period. Like, it's still up.
That's what we do. Yeah, but shit.
Yeah, so there's a longer interview.
That's I ain't saying that, I'm just saying. Yeah. Bro, just look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna put no spotlight on that situation. Like.
Wanna play with him?
I ain't gonna put no.
Interesting, but people think that he's cooperating, right? People think that he's the cooperant. People show him here. He's with you got Didi, you got Durk down here, and apparently this is him here. Then here's shit. You got all three of them. Yo, people in the comments are so funny. Say you could see the cord of the wire on the third slide. Niggas ain't shit, bro. The cord of the wire. Where the fuck did they say the cord of the wire is at? Is this the third slide? Where's the cord at? Yo, niggas just saying anything, bro. So people are claiming he wore a wire, right? We you know, obviously there's some cooperating shit here. By the way, what's his name? I need to find his name because I could see if we could find where he's locked up. If he's not locked up where he's supposed to be locked up, you know he cooperating, right? OTF Jam. Let me Google it and see if I can find him. OTF Jam. What's his name? Now, supposedly, we had King Yellow who even spoke on this. And by the way, I was on a call earlier. King Yellow, OTF Jam. I was on a call with like all these guys. Well, Whack and everybody else. But let me see.
So they caught a case.
Here we go. King Yellow.
All right, here we go. White was locked up, and I had him looking for OTF or somebody to go slide or.
So he's giving a backstory on the OTF Jam guy.
In jail. You said, hey yo, it's your boy King Yella, man. For the people that don't know, on the Lil Durk case, the reason, I'm gonna give y'all the reason why OTF Jam snitched on Lil Durk. So,
I mean, I think we know the reason to not go to jail, right? Like, it doesn't get too complicated. Like, why did someone tell? Nah, because they don't want to go to jail. Or to get less time.
You said, in jail, OTF Jail was talking down on them, mainly Booney Mo. Him and Booney Mo caught a case, and he did the time. He was mad Lil Durk kept rocking with Booney Mo and wasn't going to stop messing with him. Knew it was real because Booney Mo was locked up and they wasn't rocking. They was locked up together. So they caught a case together in jail together, but they was not messing with each other. So they both did all that time. So maybe because Booney Mo did a lot of time too. So, but I think Booney Mo only did like 8, 9, or 10. He did like 10. I think Booney Mo came home before OTF Jam. They was locked up, and they wasn't rocking. Okay. We'll go to the next one. And another reason why OTF Jam snitched. OTF didn't help when OTF Jam baby mama was murdered. OTF Jam baby mama was murdered.
Really?
While he was locked up, and I had him thinking the worst about that situation. They was locked up in Sheridan Correctional Center. So this is the reason why he snaked out Lil Durk. He snaked out Lil Durk because you see Durk is more rocking. So, you know, people pay attention. He's probably paying attention and mad that Durk was putting more time and effort into Booney Mo. He had Booney Mo around. And y'all see the rat OTF Jam. Y'all see his mugshot or his pictures and just look at him. He looked like he been through a lot, and he looked like he had a hard time in prison. He looked like, you know, even there's an interview where he's talking about, oh, Durk took care of me in jail. He gave me $50,000 when I came home, but the look on his face, he had ill intentions. It did not sit well with me. It did not look right. It looked like, some cat, or I'm gonna get you. But they caught the case together. Maybe he was mad that whatever happened they did at the time, I forgot what they went to jail for, but that they got caught. And he...
All right. Let's get to 10-9.
Man, what's up, Eric Robinson?
We can skip past.
But this time, obtaining cars, ski masks, and guns for the hit team. Landing in San Diego to Chicago that same night, with OTF paying the shooters an undisclosed amount on behalf of co-conspirator number 1. With his arrest being announced, it's believed none other than Lil Durk will soon be identified as co-conspirator 1 and held responsible by the federal government for having members of OTF recruit a hit team, travel across state lines, and commit murder for hire. Under federal law, this would mean Lil Durk is possibly facing federal execution, as the death penalty may apply. If sought by federal prosecutors, the only way to escape federal death would be by taking a plea deal for a life sentence in federal prison. Since the death of King Von, Durk would be consistently trolled online by 3 words: slide for Von.
Every time Durk says something online, you got all these fans and trolls telling him to, you know, slide for Von.
King Von got killed and Lil Durk didn't slide for Von, which is like a meme online. And they're like, we like Young Boy because, you know, like these kids like really believe that they're a part of these real situations. Yeah. And these kids are out here just saying this shit like,
Von died. So I don't know no politics. And listen, why is this nigga not sliding on the nigga? How you know what they doing? Just because it ain't publicized.
Those 3 words would gain hundreds of thousands of views, and Trap Lord Ross would even document multiple attempts made on Quando's life since Von's death in a video titled Sliding for Von. With College Kid breaking the news of the 5 men indicted for the murder of Lil Pab, he'd include a clip of No Jumper's Brick Baby previously speaking on the topic.
Oh yeah, slide for Von, right? Yeah. They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Or who?
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term, like no more slide for Von.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident though.
Being that this is a federal murder case and will likely be pursued as a death penalty case, we can expect this to take years before a final sentence. More details will be coming to light, as well as more arrests, because every unnamed conspirator in this indictment is about to be taken into custody. It's almost guaranteed Durk will not be granted any type of pretrial release, and this could very...
All right, okay. A lot of people weighed in today. First of all, I've seen a lot of people saying, yo, Durk, Durk's situation is a cautionary tale for many reasons. Durk is someone that some people feel that maybe he was reacting to the fans saying slide for Von. Some other people feel that Durk, he's only going down because he trusted the wrong people, and it's like maybe he shouldn't have that many people in his circle because that's exactly what, sunk him. Charleston White talked about Lil Durk, and I ain't gonna lie to you, he was not the most complimentary person. I'll just say that. Here we go.
Well, they say the chicken's coming home to roost. Yeah, I'll turn off the comments. Yeah, that's how you beat the trolls. That's how you beat the haters. You don't even let them talk. Silence them. So all they can do is just look. All they can do is just look. Good morning. Say, ain't nobody laughing at Durk like they were laughing at me when I went to jail. Lord, have mercy. So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. That boy got a federal no bond. I bet that asshole done closed up. He got a burp to pass gas. He can't even fart out his ass. I know the feeling. Boy, they get and they put a hole on you. Boy, booty be tight and sitting on that bench. Say, let's make fun of Durk like y'all made fun of me. Especially when y'all thought I got slapped. Look like that boy ass in trouble. No wonder he was running to Allah. He might want to convert back to Christianity. The Lord Jesus Christ have mercy and compassion. That Allah don't give a damn. He catch you doing wrong, he busting your ass. He gonna hit you across your head. Jesus and the Lord, with that blonde hair, he way more forgiving than Allah. I went with Jesus. I fell on my knees and called on the Lord Jesus Christ. Psalm 91, mama say, that Allah Akbar didn't get them out there they had in Cuba. That prison they had in Cuba that they got all the terrorists and put their ass in and gave them no trial. Some of them get in there. Guantanamo Bay is what it's called. They put them boys' ass in Guantanamo Bay. Allah ain't free now. Boys, he got an album coming out. Won't be no album release party. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, them boys mad. The money gone. Ooh wee. I know my people. I'm gone. I left the bank card with my mountain. Shout out to Lil Tim. Salute to Lil Tim. The demon slayer. Good God Almighty. Boy, I'm just saying, y'all. Listen, I'm just saying, boys and girls. It's gonna be rough on this in California. I bet he going to PC. Them California try to extort it. One thing we know about California, the Crips and Bloods rule. One thing about it, Assalamu alaikum, they look out for each other. Say, boy, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Boy, I'm riding through Oak Cliff right now. Boy, it's a beauty. I'm finna ride by where Mo 3 got killed at here in a minute. I like to ride by there and reminisce. I'm finna ride by where they killed Mo 3 at here in a minute. Oh, there we go. Clean that glass so we can see better. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And they thought Uncle Her couldn't grow no more. Yeah, they thought Uncle Her couldn't grow no more. Boy, Uncle finna grow more fro.
All right. Not only that, chat, there was also news that came down, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, this shit is spread like wildfire. This is shit. I know Diddy's is in his cell right now. Like, damn, give me a week break from the internet from being a trending topic every day. The mayor of Broadview revokes the Lil Durk key to the city, and they're terminating partnership with his youth organization, Neighborhood Heroes Foundation, in light of his recent federal arrest for murder for hire. Now, the mayor actually said this: Broadview withdraws key to village from Lil Durk, and it ends his partnership with the rapper's foundation. From the village of Broadview, Mayor Katrina Thomas says, while the American justice system grants everyone the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law, in the village of Broadview, the court of public opinion of residents has even a higher moral and ethical standard of behavior, and their public partners must reflect the same uncompromising standards demanded by us residents. By the way, let me just call this out already. Hey, but I'm not saying they're wrong for taking back the key from the city to him, but I do want to ask this mayor, if you're saying that the court of public opinion, it has an even higher moral and ethics standard, why the fuck did you gave Lil Durk a key to the city? A guy who has taunted, dissed, provoked violence in Chicago. Like, with all due respect, and I love Durk, but y'all act like I gave like some type of like choir girl. Y'all know his history is about being involved and embroiled in gang beef, even if he's having some type of reform, right? And even then, if you're saying, okay, we gave it because he was reforming himself, well, maybe that murder happened when he wasn't reformed. Why are you taking it back? So it just goes to show how hypocritical this thing is. By the way, I do think, I understand them taking the key back, but they're acting like, oh no, we just figured out that Durk might be a nigga who be doing some street shit. Anyway, and our public partners must also reflect the same uncompromising standards demanded by our residents. Given the news that Lil Durk Banks, has been arrested in Florida and charged with the murder for hire, the village of Broadview is withdrawing our honorary key to the village granted to Durk and is terminating our partnership agreement with his youth organization, Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. As mayor, protecting Broadview's interests and upholding values of this residents' number one job. Let me say this to y'all. I'm kind of confused about what the hell the key to the city even do. Does anybody know? Does that shit get you, like, free McDonald's? Does that shit, like, get you to stay at any hotel in the crib in the city for free that night or that week? I really don't understand it. Obviously, it's still an honor to be bestowed upon you, but like, people act like this thing is some whatever. If anything, who gives a fuck? Like, that's how I look at it, right? It's like, all right, you have the key to the city. What the hell does it do? Right? Anyway, if you guys didn't see, King Von had King Von. Lil Durk, key to the city. He had gotten two keys at once, actually, right? And here was the video.
I see Lil Durk looking better than mine.
So it was Broadview and Bellwood. So it was two cities in Illinois.
That's history in making, people. That's history in the making.
gotta imagine when the feds was watching this, they were just laughing like, yo, this has got to be like some type of joke. What the hell?
All right. And then while we're getting ready to go through this next part, I'll be remiss if I fail to mention Mr. Troy O'Quinn, the Vice President of Public Policy for CETA. Y'all give Troy a big round of applause.
Chat, real quick, because this is like a project of me trying to figure out who's co-conspirator 2. I think co-conspirator 2 is telling. I know co-conspirator 3 is telling. But we know co-conspirator 2 is telling. I think 3 is telling, and then 4 he's telling, and then I think 5 might be telling as well. So what I want y'all to do, if y'all have another tab open, or maybe you're watching this on your computer, but you got your phone in your hand, I want y'all to do this real quick for me, right? So OTFDD, right? Unfortunately for these guys, these guys probably were taking pictures on Instagram Live around that time. I want y'all to go check out his Instagram, right? So you're going to go back to his Instagram, like, for example, here. Remember, the date was August 18th, 2022. So let's go around August. Let's see who he was posted up with. He probably didn't post. Okay, so this is July, right? Okay. This is July. Chat, we're kind of starting to feel like OTF Jam. OTF Jam might have been. Yeah, OTF Jam might have. Could somebody find me OTF? Yeah, we need to find that out. Let me write this on my notes. What's OTF Jam real name? Chat, I'm starting to think OTF Jam might have been co-conspirator 2, which is the shooter. And again, if he's a shooter, Durk is never getting out ever in life. He might be the shooter that's cooperating. Shout out to the big AJ in the building. Matter of fact, yo, AJ, I know you in here, bro. Hop on Discord real quick. We all know the big AJ in here, man. Certified hitter, certified street nigga. He could give some valuable insight on, you know what I mean? How these things should have went down. Anyway, I'm pretty sure, chat, y'all want us to do it? I think we could, we know, I was right, Durk is co-conspirator 1. We could get co-conspirator 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we could figure out everybody is. Yo, AJ, what up with you, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? I can't lie to you, act this Durk shit crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't believe they took the voice of the streets. The streets might be over, bro. Streets might be over.
I agree with that, man. Make you want to make me want to hang my jersey up, act. At a Hall of Fame career, act. Niggas is telling on nigga. Act. We gotta start looking at bold niggas and gangs, and we gotta kick them niggas out, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
YSL Woody, this nigga.
Well, you gotta realize the snitches is getting the most clout. The real niggas is going to jail and never being heard from again. So, like, who you want to be? Do you want to be the guy doing a 20v1 smashing half the chicks, free as hell, but the streets call you a snitch, or you want to be in jail, you know what I mean, doing burpees all day, preparing for, like, a release date of February 31st? What do you prefer?
I'd rather be the real nigga, act.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to fit. So, yo, chat, did OTF Jam just delete all his Instagram? I can't find anything of him.
Yo, act. Durk said, Jim, get out that gym. He ain't give him 50. You don't gotta ask again. We know how he got out of that gym now, act.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think a lot of people are under the they're under the misconception that because you gave, like, at the end of the day, these dudes don't want to go to jail. It's not about money. So great, you gave this guy money. Oh, and by the way, chat, I have a source, but I don't know if they're willing to come on record. Hold on.
Man,
wait, where's nice short?
free smirk, man.
Yeah.
Fuck OTF Jam and his whole family, man. Free dude. Fuck him and his whole family, man.
I mean, you never know. OTF Jam might come out and do a couple 20v1s. What's the problem?
Nigga, act. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He might get murked.
You think so?
I don't think it's on some young thug shit, bro. You see how Durk is wiping niggas out, bro. Let that nigga act. That nigga not gonna show his face.
I was
Act in this interview. He told you what he say. Send me young boy address. I'll make him become friends with you again. Act, bro. Thank God you gonna send the address.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, yo, does anybody know when I did that interview? Like, just go back to when I posted a story of me being in LA. So Lil Pop gets killed in August. I don't remember when I did the interview, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, yo, Durk came so light, bro. He came with a female stylist, his manager who's just chill, like he's, I think, civilian. And I kind of looked at it and I was like, yo, Durk's a really good guy. Now, granted, I didn't know he had all these killers that were just like doing hits. Like, he has a real hit squad.
What Brick Baby say? Kill squad, nigga.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just to be clear. Even if I gave Durk Young Boy's address, and I'm telling you, I'm betting 100,000. All 5 of them people who got indicted, if he sent all 5 to where Young Boy was at, it would be 5 bodies coming back. And it's not because of Young Boy. I'm telling you, when I went to Young Boy's crib, I seen some shit you only seen in movies. It's a militia. They all had silencers, scopes, niggas just laying down ready for sniping. This is not what you go see where niggas is hopping out with a switch and going like this. No, don't happen like that. So, again,
He'd probably sent 30 niggas up there, bro.
And all 30 would have got killed. 100%.
Act, I don't believe so. Act, them niggas moving Millie, nigga.
But the nigga had
them niggas.
The nigga had.
They would have called your act. They would have called Young Boy a target, nigga.
Nah, they had former Navy SEAL niggas up there with Young Boy. I'm serious.
Act, man.
I'm serious. They had former Navy SEAL niggas up there, bro. I'm serious.
Here's what I'm trying to say to you, Act. That switch killed Navy SEALs too, Act.
The nigga lives up a mountain that's 6,000 feet in the air. You have 3
Act,
checkpoints.
Durk is booking shit on his company credit card, nigga. He might have booked them niggas a helicopter to go kill that nigga.
All right, well, if they parachute out of a helicopter, that might be a little bit quick, and he just dropped right by the house. Damn, that's the craziest part of it all. Chat, does anybody know this OTF Jam guy name? I gotta find him. OTF Jam is gonna. Somebody said Jam did 12 years. He got caught in 2010, and he got locked up last year for a pipe. He said he even took OTF out of his IG name, and Durk welcomed him home with $50K. Wow. That's kind of sad.
Nah, that is, bro. Act, I can't lie to you. You can't even expect loyalty nowadays from niggas, bro. You get a nigga 50 bull, nigga, you gassing him up, right? They mad other shit from him.
All right.
And that nigga wearing wires, snitching on you, like, yo, Act, bro. I'm shocked, nigga. Like, niggas is moving dirty in the streets now, Act.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this though. Do you think, as much as 50,000 is, a nigga who spent 12 years in jail, you think that?
I heard him bought a house and a car, Act, too.
Bro.
And Durk would have probably gave him another.
Yo,
bro, it sounded like Durk give him anything he wanted.
What we're realizing is that no one is down to really be crash house and just sit in jail while you have a good old time, fly on private jets, buy all the cars in the world, have 15 bitches, 13 baby moms. You're having a great old time with your kids.
Yo, Act, Durk was actively around that nigga. It wasn't like he left him like on the nigga. Bro, Durk was actively with that nigga.
No.
Consistently.
That's not the point. The point is that.
So that nigga was probably on the jets also, Act?
No. The point is that these days, I think people are starting to have the conversation with themselves to say, hey, yo, my freedom is worth everything. He already did 12. Now, if he go back in jail, he probably going to do another 10 piece or even more, maybe because, like, I'm starting to think OTF Jam was the matter of fact. Hold on. I got the indictment right here. Chat. They really going to be like, Act, you on some police shit with this one. Check this out. So, again, there's going to be a full I know some of y'all have never been to L.A., but the Beverly Center is like it's like the Mall of America. It's like such a mainstream spot. It's probably even hotter than like Lenox Mall. Yeah, definitely hotter than Lenox Mall. Yo, it's the middle of LA. It's in the middle of LA.
You think they treating that like they treated that duck murder, where they killed them in the most prominent place you could kill them at? Like that was the worst place.
Exactly. So again, chat. Remember the co-conspirator 2 that we don't know who that is. There's gonna be a 4K footage, but there's a picture of it right now. So let's try to find the picture. Here we go. Remember the picture of the guys hopping out? There's gonna be a whole video. So like this is gonna be like, popcorn time in court. Respectfully. But let's see.
The funny thing about that alley,
OTF Jam
though,
a little bit fat, right? OTF Jam is a little bit fat. So one of these guys. By the way, so now, well, this guy has an extended clip. We don't know if the switch might be on this gun right here. This is extendo right here. This one right here, and then I don't know what this guy here is doing. Now, chat, does anybody have any Instagram lives from around that time? They said Durk did a podcast. I'm trying to find a podcast.
The chat kept saying it was on Spotify or something like that.
Yo, Ak, I ain't gonna lie to you, Ak. I blame all these niggas doing the 20v1s with Woody and making all these rats seem cool. Nigga, it's fucking the game up, Ak. I'm telling you.
You think so?
Of course, Ak. Like, nigga, I see a nigga doing it. If I see another nigga doing a 20v1 with a rat, Ak, and I run into him, I'm slapping him.
But that AJ, that don't have nothing to do with why people.
It has a lot
the
to
rest.
do with it.
That
It
don't
has a-
listen. The streets don't have no loyalty. Woody didn't change the game.
No,
I mean,
no.
Woody might have changed
I'm not
social
even
media
talking
game,
about
but
Woody. I'm talking about a lot of these niggas. When niggas is snitching, getting out in the streets.
but they didn't have 20v1s. That's what I'm trying to tell
I'm
you.
gonna
All
keep
I'm
it a
saying
bean
to
with
you
y'all.
is they didn't have
back in the day,
20v1s.
niggas would die.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I said this because I did Whack 100 show earlier today. I said the mere fact. I said we know niggas who catch bodies, and they go to trial. The mere fact Durk was trying to go to Italy, Switzerland. Durk barely know how to speak English. You know damn well he can't speak no goddamn Italian. He can't I know you could say he trying to go do his shahada in motherfucking Dubai, but trust me, he was not gonna be just chilling, just flexing in Switzerland. You know what it told me, and this is just my personal belief. Durk know he done got a lot of niggas clapped, and that last night was the moment he said, "They got me," because he tried to run it. Because put it like this charge, you could be like, these OTFDD is a music guy. He's on my label. I ain't tell him to kill nobody. I never told him to kill nobody. If these niggas went to go slid, they slid for themselves. So why the fuck y'all got me charged? He tried to run. You know what that means? I think it's even bigger than this charge. I think he knows, man, the feds probably got like 3, 4. I think there's more bodies. I think there's more bodies.
Why you don't think he tried to? If I'm him, I'd leave earlier.
Yeah, I think that was the dumb part. That's the sloppy. I think the hit was sloppy, but then he waited so long.
What do you mean leave earlier? Like, what are y'all talking about?
Not
Nigga,
what? Go ahead, AJ.
I would have been dipped, bro. I know
been
mad
dipped from
niggas
when?
know about
From
this
when?
murder.
From
I
when?
dipped back. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, and what I mean, Ak, is
wait, hold on,
he knew this was coming.
Wait. When would you have dipped though? Because again, reasonably you think you got away with it, right? This has been 2 years now.
Why do you think you got away with it though? Act like
if he's intimidating people.
He's rich enough to probably had niggas keep tabs on that shit, nigga. And niggas is saying online that Brick Baby's talking about Durk, they slid. And niggas, come on, Act. Mad niggas knew he did that shit. I knew he did that shit when that shit happened, Act. Or allegedly, like I thought. I'm like, at first thing I thought about, like,
By the way, niggas told me I got to start defending Brick because he's part of the conglomerate of podcasters. Brick didn't snitch. He told the truth. That's it. Y'all niggas need to stop trying to play with Brick. He's a podcaster.
Act, I think it's crazy as a street nigga to go on a podcast and say that, but like,
What you
I don't
mean?
think if he was
I
involved,
think he
that's
was.
crazy.
I think he was clowning and just leaning into it. I don't think he was really involved neither.
Nah, he's just
I mean,
telling the
I
Man,
think
truth.
he has a
Brick,
play, but I
Brick
think he
Baby
just
is
trying
a
to
gay
get
crip
clout.
and he a rat.
I think he's trying to get clout and trying to
That's
like.
what I'm trying to say. Act, nigga, this shit's crazy. Act, I would have if I was Dirk, nigga, I'm out of here.
When would you have left though?
I'm
Man,
Because
nigga, I would have
Think
left.
about it.
Well, I would have
He
left.
kind
I
of
would have left over a
no,
preluded
year
no.
to
ago.
it.
Yo,
Act, I would have left over a year ago.
nah, AJ, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I believe that Dirk probably knew these guys were gonna get locked up. I think he didn't think that they were gonna list him as the co-conspirator. Yo, put it like this. Again, and I because I don't want now y'all gonna say I sound federal, so I'm gonna kind of allude to it. There's another situation that just happened. We keep comparing it to it.
The duck shit.
No, the brother of a nigga. Like,
Oh, Dolph.
who you really think wanted to get Dolph clapped most? The brother or the rapper who everybody keep laughing at because of him? Just like how
the
they're
rapper, of course, Gotti.
exactly. But of course, you know, come like without saying it, yo, you got your mans do it. You got your bro to do it. You get what I'm saying? But let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think that Gotti has zero idea?
No, of course. So
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
bingo.
That course.
So hold on. So going back to the Dirk shit, I think Dirk thought there was enough degree of separation that even if these niggas get caught, his name, like, of course he's like, yo, listen, if they get caught, I'm gonna hold it down with all the lawyers this and third. I think he thought there was enough separation. You gotta realize, it literally said in this complaint, we know that Dirk put money on his head because of a witness. It's not because of some
But
other.
don't. But that's my point. Act, when niggas could tell you, nigga, I don't like. I'm out of here. I'm not risking it, bro.
But if you're a rich nigga, everybody could tell on you because you're not gonna go do the
That's my
murder
point.
yourself.
That's my point, though. All right.
See, no rich nigga finna go do the murder themselves, bro. Come on, bro.
But
No,
Ack, let me ask you this: do you not think is this the thing that got us? Because at first, yesterday when we first read it, we didn't know Dirk was in the plane, which still sounded weird. Like, what dude just commandeer a plane without the celebrity or the big artist? But
Yeah,
now that we know
which dude
Dirk was
hops
in
on?
that
Yeah,
private
which dude
plane
hops on a
with one of
private
the
jet?
shooters,
Yeah, I agree.
like that's a little sloppy. You get what I'm saying? That's like, and I think the power of the tongue is a major thing because he didn't preluded a lot of this stuff in his music already. You know what I'm saying? Which we watching Thug, Self Snitch. You know what I'm saying? They use the
I'm gonna
lyrics
be
against
honest
you.
with you. Now, and I hate to say this, and I was thinking about it today, and I said, man, if I was a YouTuber that thought otherwise, this would be my angle. But I love Dirk too much, so this can't never be my angle. I love Dirk too much. If we think about AJ, mute up when you're not talking, because we hear
My
the
bad.
TV. Yo, so when we think about Vaughn supposedly killed multiple people. There's a weird way to look at this to be like, Vaughn's karma, Dirk is catching.
Are you one of those ones that's believing in that fan theory that all this is because of him dealing with Vaughn? I guess.
Oh, of course. No,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a theory. I don't think
You
that's
think
a
that's
theory.
yeah.
I don't think that's a theory. Hey, Dirk ain't no bitch. Nobody ever, like, if you really ever peeped how he moved, I mean, niggas knew he was never no bitch. But Vaughn was the nigga who came around. And again, this might sound like I'm shifting blame. Vaughn came and encouraged Dirk to get on some hot shit. Dirk stopped rapping about directly the niggas he was dissing. He was dissing them mad subliminally and indirect. And then Vaughn came saying, this nigga got shot in the head. We killed this nigga. This nigga's a pack. Why he ain't slide for this nigga? And after that, Dirk, when No Auto Dirk dropped, Dirk realized the formula is you got to lean into some of the street shit. And when he leaned into some of the street shit, I think a lot of these other stuff, and by the way, like, I feel like that's a shitty take, and I know I'm giving it, but I feel like it's a shitty take because, yo,
He's a man.
Yeah, Dirk a grown-ass man, bro.
Yeah, he's a grown-ass man, so, like...
He's a grown-ass man, but, like, there are some people who feel like...
They got to give the people what they want? Like he was encouraged. You know, I felt like he tippy-toed around it. He did. Oh,
Well, some people. Anybody here believe in karma? You can just say yes or no.
yes, of course, of course, of course.
All right, you said of
Yes,
course.
Sirski.
Not everybody does. Some people feel like this was a karma for Durk, in this sense. And again, this is an unpopular opinion. I don't like it, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I don't have anyone else to give the opinion without. So I'm just gonna give devil's advocate. They feel like Durk escaped 3 gun charges in Chicago, in a place where guns are so heavily prohibited. He goes to Atlanta. They supposedly shoot a nigga on camera. The case collapses. They can't prove it's Durk. They drop the case. Durk is good. Durk is chilling with him and his fiance. We don't know what's up with that. But niggas run into his crib. He grabbed the gun, threw the other gun to motherfucking his girl. Start the shootout. Niggas try to take his life. He skated out of, if we're thinking about it, 10 situations. There is a thought that Vaughn dying was the easy way out because Vaughn would have probably been indicted for definitely been indicted for Duck's murder and would have sat
for sure.
in jail for the rest of his life, possibly. That they're saying with everything that Durk has escaped and the fact that Vaughn escaped, the pain and suffering, Durk is now here to to basically take that and inherit that. Durk, I mean, Vaughn got off reasonably easy. But Durk, whose life has been spared, by the way, they killed everybody around him. His old manager, OTF Chino, OTF Newski, his brother D-Thing. He's seen multiple people go to jail. He's paid for all bonds. He's paid for everything. He's been the consummate guy. And I did think he got to the point where he escalated and grew past it. But some people feel like it's karma to say Durk got out. No, not Durk. Vaughn got out easy by him dying. Obviously, nobody wants to die, but like, he's dead. Durk is going to suffer through the pain of being arrested, locked up, and sitting decade on decade in that jail cell for all of the violence and turmoil that Vaughn and subsequently him encouraged.
No,
that sounds crazy, but that's how people are thinking about it.
I mean, but think of when you see Durk was doing stuff before Vaughn. I think Vaughn gave Durk that recklessness. I think Durk was always a quiet assassin. He carried it a certain way. But I think Vaughn gave him a recklessness, more or less, because like you said, it's kind of a coward take to say that, Vaughn made him, this is because of Vaughn, because, he's a grown man. He made his own decisions. I think he was still getting shit done before Vaughn and after. I just think he tried to match Vaughn energy and got a little reckless.
Now, Lil Durk, opportunist. Now, I want to once again say to everybody who's watching my stream, I don't do investigative work. I know y'all think I saw murders and shit like that, but put it like this. If I could look on a surveillance footage and find something out, the cops aren't that dumb. It's like y'all saying like stupid ass codes and the cops figure it out. Like, again, I'm more decoding for the fans because we know we're going to find it out at trial. We're trying to find it out in real time because we get very invested into rappers, their lives, their situationships, their kids, their family, their girl, their baby mama, their disgruntled ex. We get involved in that. I'm not solving anything, just to let y'all know, right? I know some people feel like I am, but I keep saying I'm reading an indictment that already did the work. I'm not Like, it's not like I'm like, here's my indictment. Co-conspirator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The feds know who they are already. I'm trying to figure it out for y'all, not anywhere else. Anyway, I say that to say I had to give a little disclaimer. Some people are pointing out this lyric, right? And watch, they're gonna be like, you're being a cop. Where is it at? Now, here we go. So this track was produced by DJ Bands, released October 18th, okay? A week ago. Verse 2, he says, yeah, play a role, sad to say we losing, bro. I hate the score. Him in the car, my Fantastic Four. Thang was on my mind right at the time I wasn't taking shows. All that killer shit you be talking, you know it's time to show. Oh yeah, time to show. Killer asked for a bonus for what he did. I knew it was time to go. Too old. 24? I know this time's scary. I ain't a pussy chasing a rat. I call him Tom and Jerry. Trying to feel better off these pills. I took a elderberry. Niggas ducking them jail cells or jail calls. That shit unnecessary. This is where the context comes in. I think the cops also kind of put this out too. You know, I was shocked when I did an interview with Durk, how he pulled up, and even some of the things he said. By the way, all this is public knowledge, people. When he did the interview with Gilly and Wallow, he pulled up, and by the way, we're gonna play a clip from that because Wallow went in. Gilly, Wallow, Lil Durk. When he did that interview, they did that in the trenches. Mad niggas in the back. He had $1 million on the table. A lot of niggas with ski mask. I thought Durk was gonna pull up like that to me. So when he pulled up with 3 people, and he pulled up with a stylist, and he was just chilling, I was like, damn, what the fuck? Wait, hold on, AJ, we can hear the background. We can hear the background, bro.
My bad.
So when he pulled up like that to me, I was like, damn. But a part of what I kind of figured out or I thought, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong in my assumption, not only what he was saying in that interview, but what he was saying after was that some of that shit he was leaving behind. Now, I don't know if that means maybe he realized some of the niggas he thought was real wasn't like that or whatever, but it felt like he was making a choice to leave behind some of that street shit or some of the street niggas that's been rocking with them. He showed up light. Everything he did afterwards, it was more about into the faith. We didn't see him with a gang of niggas as much anymore. And I was looking, I said, interesting. So when you see like lyrics like this, some people feel like Durk's lyrics is more than just him just rhyming shit. So it's like, yo, Killer asked for a bonus for what he did. I knew it was time to go. Too old, 24. I know this time's scary. I know a pussy chasing. So I look at him like, yo, was Durk almost seeing the writing on the wall that some of these dudes that he was rocking with, this shit not gonna end well, and he was separating, or he probably knew that people were snitching already. And I guess that's the point I was trying to make. What do y'all think about his pretty much call to God with him becoming a Muslim and well, not becoming, because I think he was all along, but
I see it
came
two
up.
ways. I see it two ways. I feel like like you just said, I think he knew it was coming. He said his music preluded to it, monitoring me and all those records and some of the stuff he was saying. So either he trying to get right with his God, or I look at it another way. It's like the federal starter kit. He already knew what was coming. He was getting ready. Like, I feel like he's preparing for his time. So he thought he could possibly get away last night, but otherwise he knew it was here.
I don't necessarily see him becoming Muslim because of the feds is coming, but I do see how a nigga will want to go to God or seek God for the shit that you did, because sleeping with that shit could be a burden. Living with that shit every day could be a burden. You feel me?
I was when he said therapy, and I'm not a big therapy guy, but some of the stuff he said in the interview was not really alarming, but it told me a lot about him. And this is gonna sound sacrilegious, and Durk, if you ever hear this or people hear this, I love you, and I'm not trying to disrespect you at all. When I sat with Durk, it reminded me a little bit of conversations I had with 6ix9ine. And again, this is not about telling. This is not about that. Please, again, I'm saying that based on a mentality. The mentality isn't telling. The mentality is when you know you're in too deep. There was a time that I was speaking with 6ix9ine that I could identify Danny and I could identify 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was the guy who, when he was around them 9 Trey gangsters, them Bloods, he would operate like a 9 Trey gangster in Blood. But I would see him as Danny when he would hang out with his childhood friends, and they weren't really like that. They were just really cool kids. But both of them were his personality. After a while of me getting to know him, yeah, when he talked to me, I would still see Danny. But more and more that things went on, I kept realizing that the character or this idea of 6ix9ine took over, where he really felt like, yo, I could get niggas killed if I want to. Now, let me tell you why I'm comparing that to Durk. I think Durk is too solid, and that's why I apologize for even comparing him to 6ix9ine, because that's another thing I learned from that interview. Durk almost had tears in his eyes anytime he talked about people cooperating. This is why, like, when I mentioned from Gunna to all these other people, like, he really felt hurt about it. The reason why I compare him to 6ix9ine, though, is that there was moments leading up to 6ix9ine's arrest, and I remember specifically at the Complex Con thing, I know Danny, but I knew 6ix9ine was in too deep. And he would talk to me as if, bro, I know I'm in too deep. And I know this is not going to end well, but I can't stop it. I can't. There's nothing I could do to reverse the course. When I sat with Durk, that's what I got. It was the demeanor of, yo, Ak, I'm going to be honest with you. Shit, man, based on everything that's happened, from shit that happened that traumatized me and niggas who did shit to our niggas that we got to go get back for, I'm in too deep. Even though he was telling me things of redemption and things of having a second chance at life, of, yo, listen, I'm getting back into the faith, I'm going to disassociate from this. A lot of his body language to me was saying, yo, Ak, I'm in too deep. And whatever that comes with it is going to come with it. And I'm talking to you now as this, hoping it don't come, but I'm prepared for it. And I remember listening to Durk, and I'm like, it's almost like he knew this was coming. I guess that's what I should say. He knew this was coming. From the demeanor I got from him, he knew this was coming. He didn't know when. He knew this was coming. And I do want to say, I don't think he was like, oh no, he felt like he was prepared to face it. I don't know if that makes sense. That sounds crazy. But
Nah,
right, that's what I just said though. He clearly knew this was coming.
This wasn't
all
a
the
naive
different
guy.
emotions.
I guess that's what I'm saying. This wasn't a naive guy who says, oh no, okay, I beat the streets. All right, well, let me just live this great life. He knew that there's things that from his past, trauma he went through, things that he had to really get down with, that he knew that shit was gonna come back knocking, but he was making himself right. And I seen someone say, they said, people think that Durk got into being more spiritual and religious because Durk was trying to, Durk was trying to ask God to save him. But it was like, no, he was asking God for forgiveness for things that he may have done along his journey. And I kind of agree with that. I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of agree with that. Like, I'm telling you, the conversation I had with Durk, I felt he foresaw something of the sort like this. He wasn't a naive guy like, oh, it's just over. Nah, he's a smart fella. I told you. Dirk is the only person who I've thought. I think 6ix9ine is a marketing genius. He outsmarted 6ix9ine. Young boy had all the clout, had all the advantage over him at the time when they engaged. He outsmarted Young boy. Dirk is not a dumb nigga. He's not dumb by any stretch of the imagination. So I knew he knew a lot of this was probably gonna come. Y'all want to chime in? If not, I'm gonna play. Go ahead.
But that's where I do feel like you're right. Like he was seeking forgiveness, and necessarily that's them demons is real. Them demons is real, bro. He talks about it in his music. Like he literally talks about it in his music. I don't really think that it was a. I don't think that it was a thing to where he knew exactly who was gonna snitch, but he know that niggas was gonna tell. Like he just, I don't know. It's fucked up, bro. It's
I mean, he
fucked
said
up
it in
though.
his songs. He's seen it, like y'all saying. He had a vision. He clearly in Federal Nightmares. I think he tells like damn near he foreseen this whole situation coming. I mean, granted, he can't. He's not a mind reader, but the lyrics are so
Federal
parallel to the
Nightmares?
situation. Yeah,
Man,
Federal.
y'all
Yo,
niggas
Ag,
gassed
I
up
ain't
that
gonna
nigga
lie to you,
Dirk.
bro. Let's talk about
Y'all
how
gassed that
Wack
nigga
is a
Dirk
Fed.
up, and now he locked up.
Yo,
Let's be
Ag,
real.
I think Wack is an informant, bro.
Why would you say that?
Bro, he knows about all the like feds locking niggas up. He's working with a lot of snitches. Nigga, I'm thinking Wack is one of bit the cheese act. I ain't
No,
gonna lie to
man.
you.
Come on, bro.
He know about everybody's cases that nobody know about.
How he paper AJ? So how you think Whack 100 get everybody paperwork so quickly?
I think he's working with the feds. I think he's a cop.
Nah,
His
Wack got niggas.
wife. His wife was a cop.
Hey, by the way, so in Federal Nightmares, you see Dirk say, this is verse 1. He said, delete my iCloud if I think they're really on me, though. When trial come, it ain't your phone. It be your homie, though. Oh, my God. Chat, if you really think about that, they literally said they corroborated that he sent the message through the iPhone, through his iCloud. Because you know iCloud messages or iMessage? It says, delete my iCloud if I think they really on me, though. When did this drop? When did this song drop? What the fuck? When trial come, it ain't your phone. It gonna be a homie. So it might not be his phone. You know what's gonna be? Maybe OTF Jam. He on the stand with his head down like he don't know me, though. It ain't no
Yep.
point getting no lawyer if your homie told.
Homie
Oh my
told.
God.
Listen, he told it, Dak. He told the whole
Bro, it's
shit,
no
man.
way he wrote like these bars is hitting.
Yes, it's perfect. What's the year he wrote it? What's the year release?
Delete my iCloud if I think they really on me,
He just
though.
dropped it on his last album.
Federal Nightmares.
Oh my God. He was
He
on
knew this was coming.
He was with you on them late nights, them fast cars, and them ski masks. If you mad, then I'm mad. Then he mad. Then he glad. Incredible witness. He got every code to my keypad. Couldn't hold it down. Nigga jumped off the deep end. Now I'm having federal nightmares. Federal nightmares. No, 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 no. They love you. Then when you get booked, then it's fuck you. Mama need half on rent. They treat her like it's nothing. That gang shit be cool. In reality, ain't nothing. No, this is a fucking diary. They know
It's
she holds you
unfortunate,
down,
man.
but
It's
your dog will
unfortunate.
still fuck her. Ain't nobody gonna try to fuck India. I don't think so. See that? See that? That shit hurt.
Nigga, what?
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, I asked nigga if he gets life. Nigga, she definitely gonna fuck somebody else.
Tripping. Nigga, somebody, man, listen, niggas texting India phone right now. Yo, you need
Nah, but
something?
I think my nigga Dirk gonna get out the gym. I don't think he did it, bro.
The
I
feds?
think I think Brick Baby did it.
Where he be in that case. Where?
I don't think
Wait, the
Smirk did it.
feds though? I don't think he could beat the feds, bro.
Seen it done
The
before.
only
I'm
Young
not
boy
gonna
beat
lie,
the feds.
bro. If I told my mans not to use no card associated with my name, and this is the result, you gotta kill that nigga, bro. No cap.
Dirk, nigga, if I'm Dirk, which I don't think he did it, but let's say he did do it, nigga. I'm doing it like Gotti. Nigga, I'm gonna have my brother, my cousin, somebody I know not about to tell me,
But
go
his
do all
brother
that
was
shit.
gone already. Wasn't his brother gone
He
before this?
probably
Because
got
that's
a
the first
nigga.
thing I seen.
I'm just saying anybody, like anybody that I trust, I'm tell him to set the play up, give him the money, you go do it, like on some big jug Gotti shit.
I think Dirk know that this whole situation went messy. In today's time, with technology as advanced as it is, him with the shooter on the jet, the whole situation.
He was on the jet with the
Seen it.
shooter.
Yes,
Yes, nigga.
yes, yes. It was the sloppiest thing he could have done, bro. And I
No,
think he
he
realized
was on the
that.
jet with the shooter.
No, no, no. Well, that wasn't. That's the guy who bought the ski mask and gave the guns. But that guy supposedly was the road
And
manager.
it's on the same trip too
No,
that they did.
well, that's the road manager for Vaughn. So like, yo, that nigga probably had some incentive. Like, nah, nigga, yeah, we definitely. So he went and got the ski mask. He got the guns. He whatever.
Yeah,
Hey,
but so on the same trip. So like Monday, me and that nigga on a jet. Tuesday they go do their thing.
yeah.
And Dirk, then I didn't know Dirk was there. That's what else.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like
Sad to say, Lil Durk has been booked, man. It's gonna be a lot of videos coming out about Lil Durk, man. This is honestly sad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a being like this is actually sad, like genuinely sad. Lil Durk literally had such a I don't want to say such a promising career because he still has his career right now. He has his album coming out in a month. Like Lil Durk has so much positive going for him. Like this case for him is how I see if King Von was still alive for the FBG Duck case, like he would have got booked the same way. And they're gonna pin everything on Dirk. There's already snitches, like what Rex said. There's a murder involved, murder for hire. They're probably gonna come with a RICO case after. This is not state charges. This is federal charges too. So it's very, very, very much different. Man, I can't really say what I want to say because YouTube is very weird, but seeing Dirk change his religion recently, they said it's good to be that specific religion while in jail, which I agree. You see a lot of, you feel me, people, that religion, you feel me? It's like they're like a group in jail and they stay together, which is good. But man, going from being a 8, probably 9-figure man, private jets, mansions to a cell, man, that must do something to you mentally that you can't even fathom, bro. And Lil Durk, honestly, he's like rap wise, he's like up there. Like he's the 21 Savages, whichever tier is the Lil Babies, 21 Savage. You put Lil Durk right in that tier. Like the tier right under the Kendricks, J. Cole's, Drake's, them. He's literally the tier right below them. And it's sad. Lil Durk's been in the game for so long, man. You told him about Slide for Von. He allegedly really did slide for Von. Now he's in this situation. All we could do is pray and hope for the best. You know, I'm considering myself a realist, and I'm looking at the situation. There's snitches, like all the evidence, like OTF cards for everything, and bro, like Lil Durk is ahead of all of this. Like, I really just hope he doesn't. If Lil Durk gets life in prison, I know his heart's gonna drop. And how Lil Durk says that he hates snitches, how much he prides himself on hating snitches. Like, I always wonder to myself, if it's someone in Lil Durk's position, if it's either life in prison or you snitch and you get 5 to 10 years, are you snitching? Would you throw your whole life away? You're not going to get to see any of your kids physically grow up anymore. All your money, you have all this money right now, but that money is not, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like 5 to 10 years, 20 years, who knows? The family's connected to you might be broke. Like, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like, it's a crazy world we live in, bro. I genuinely feel bad for Dirk, but Man, it's hard to even feel bad for Dirk because then you'd have to feel bad for Quando, and it's the whole situation is just sad because it's all this literally started from King Von and Jania, bro. King Von, Asian Doll, Jania, like it's just woman, bro. Woman caused this whole thing to happen. It was a chain reaction, and now we're here. But it's your boy Big X News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please, 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 please don't like woman holds so much power, bro. Like it's so crazy. And I'm out.